Very good morning to everyone. So I'm here again with another video on the story The Thief's Story. As we know that this story is about a young man Hari Singh who always kept on changing his names just to rob one person or the other. And this time he just wanted to rob a simple young man named Anil who was 25 years old, and he just started talking to him and wanted to make him his friend. As Anil offered Hari Singh to be a helper or to cook for him, to be some small household chores for him, and now see that the boy how he makes friend with Anil, and does he keeps his trust or he betrays him. So let's to find out. Just proceed with the story, and here even the author Ruskin Bond has given us few questions to find out while going through the story. The first one is, who is I in the story? Who is I in the story? And the second question is, what is he a fairly successful hand at? What is he a fairly successful hand at? And the third question is, what does he get from Anil in return for his work? So as we'll proceed with the story, with the text, we would be able to find out the answer of these questions. So let's start with the chapter. I was still a thief when I met Anil, and only 15. I was an experienced and fairly successful. I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. Anil was watching a wrestling match. When I approached him, he was about 20, a tall, lean fellow, and he looked easygoing, kind and simple, enough for my purpose. I hadn't had much luck of late, and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. You look a bit of a wrestler yourself, I said. A little flattery helps in making friends. So do you, he replied, which put me off for a moment because at that time I was rather thin. Well, I said modestly, I do wrestle a bit. What's your name? Hari Singh, I lied. I took a new name every month that kept me ahead of the police and my former employers. After this introduction, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestlers who were grunting, lifting and throwing each other and didn't have much to say and walked away. I followed casually. Hello again, he said. So, when I here means the narrator of the story is the thief, Hari Singh, who is just narrating the story. I was still a thief. Here the narrator who was a thief saying that he was still a thief and was only 15 years old when he met. So the story starts from the point view where the two main characters of the story meet, Anil and the thief. The thief is the narrator of the story. The thief says that according to him, he was pretty good at stealing, and when he met Anil for the first time, he was watching a wrestling match. Anil was a tall, lean, and easygoing man of 25. The thief hadn't committed any theft in the past few days as he didn't get a chance. He thought that Anil would be a good man to steal things from. So he thought about getting comfortable with him. Then the thief commented on Anil that he looks like a wrestler himself. He said that to win his confidence by flattering him. To this Anil replied that even the thief looked like a wrestler, which offended him as he was very thin at that time and didn't match the physique of a wrestler at all. So that's why he felt offended. The thief modestly and politely replied that he did wrestle a bit sometimes. Anil asked his name, and the narrator told lie that his name was Hari Singh. So the narrator used to change his name every month, every time, to escape the police and his ex-employers. And this time again he did the same. Then they started talking about the well-oiled wrestlers whom they watched on the screen. The narrator didn't have much to say as he didn't know much about wrestling. As Anil was leaving, the narrator again approached him and asking him, "I want to work for you. I thought that over for a minute perhaps I had misjudged my man. I asked, 'Can you feed me? Can you cook?' 'I can cook,' I lied. 'If you can cook, then maybe I can feed you.' He took me to his room over the Jamuna sweet shop and told me I could sleep on the balcony, but the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible because Anil gave it to a stray dog and told me to be off. But I just hung around, smiling in my most appealing way, and he couldn't help laughing. Later, he patted me on the head and said, 'Never mind. He would teach me to cook. He also taught me to write my name and said he would soon teach me to write whole sentences and to add numbers.' I was grateful. I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. It was quite pleasant for Anil. It was quite pleasant working for Anil. I made the tea in the morning, then would take my time buying the day's supplies, usually making a profit of about ₹1 a day. I think he knew I made a little money this way, but he didn't seem to mind. As Anil was leaving, the narrator again approached him, asking him that he wanted to work for him. The narrator approached him with the most appealing smile that he could. Anil told him that he won't be able to pay him for his work. Then the narrator, the thief, thought that over for a minute, perhaps I had misjudged my man. I asked, 'Can you feed me? Can you cook?' 'I can cook,' I lied again. Then Anil asked the narrator, the thief, that can he cook for him? Then he told the lie that he could. 'If you can cook, then maybe I can feed you.' He took me to the room over the Yamuna Sweets. So Anil told Hari that he could sleep in the balcony. The narrator said that the meal he cooked must have been terrible, as Anil had to give it away to the stray dog, as Anil didn't eat that food that tastes terrible. Then he told Hari to go and sleep, but Hari decided to stay for a while. Hari's smile was so appealing that Anil couldn't stop laughing, looking at him. And after some time, Anil patted on Hari's head and told him that he would teach him to cook. He also told him that how to write his name and told him that he would soon teach him to write sentences and add numbers also. That this delighted Hari Singh a lot, and Hari was grateful for what Anil had planned, as he knew that there would be no limits to his work once he knew that how to write and read. Hari enjoyed working for Anil. He used to make tea and do other household works for him. That he used to make tea in the morning, then he used to go out to buy groceries for the day, and he was really feeling happy in doing so. He would always keep ₹1 in his pocket every day from the money that Anil used to give him for daily groceries. And Anil knew that he took ₹1 every day, but he didn't mind. He was fine, quite fine with it. So in the beginning of the chapter, the author has put a few questions. The first one was that who is I in the story? Hari Singh the thief was the narrator and I in the story. And in what did he had a successfully fair hand? Is quite clear in stealing. So now let's move further that what happens in the story. Anil made money by fits and start. He could borrow 1 week and lend the next. He kept worrying about his next check, but as soon as it arrived, he could out and celebrate. It seems he wrote for magazines, a queer way to make a living. One day he came home with a small bundle of notes saying he had just sold a book to a publisher. At night, I saw him tuck the money under the mattress. I had been working for Anil for almost a month, and apart from cheating on the shopping, hadn't done anything in my line of work. I had every opportunity for doing so. Anil had given me a key to the door, and I could come and go as I pleased. He was the most trusting person I have ever met. And that is why it was so difficult to rob him. It is easy to rob a greedy man because he can afford to be robbed, but it is difficult to rob a careless man. Sometimes he doesn't even notice he is being robbed, and that makes all the pleasure out of the work. Well, it's a time I did some real work. I told myself I'm out of practice, and if I don't take the money, he'll one waste it on his friends, and after all, he doesn't even pay me. As Anil didn't have any regular income, as he used to earn money by doing different activities. He didn't have any fixed job. The narrator says that Anil used to be worried about his checks all the time, but as soon as he would receive a check, he would go out with his friends and celebrate. The narrator thinks that he used to write for magazines. The narrator also thinks it to be a strange way to make money and to earn the income. Then suddenly one evening, Anil came home with some money and told Hari Singh that he had just sold a book to a publisher. Before going to bed, Anil put the money under his mattress, and Hari saw him putting the money there. Hari thought that he had been working for Anil for at least a month, and now he had not cheated him apart from that 1 rupee that he used to take out daily. The narrator also thinks that he had every chance to steal, as Anil had given him the keys of his room, and he had every opportunity to come to room as whenever he pleased and he wished to do so. Hari had been trusted upon by Anil the most. Hari had not been trusted upon by anyone else in the life. This was the only thing that was stopping Hari from stealing, as he thought that it is easy to rob a greedy man because he has the capability or the money to get robbed. And as he know that Anil was a careless man, and a careless man like Anil, there was no use to steal. At the same time, don't even come to know that they have been robbed. And also Hari at the same time feels that when someone doesn't come to know that he has been robbed, then there is no fun left in the robbing him. Then Hari Singh decided that he would start with some work. He had not robbed anyone for a long time. He also justified his act of stealing and Anil's money by telling himself that if he didn't steal it, then Anil would waste it on his friends. And he also thought that he had a right over the money, as Anil didn't pay him even a single penny for his work that he used to do for him. So till this we have read, and in the next class we'll discuss the rest of the chapter. So till the time, I suggest you all to take a reading of the chapter. Thank you.